G'day guys, it's Simon here from Pumped On Property and welcome back to an update on my duplex project down in South Brisbane. Now it's been a little over a month since we last got down here, and as we can see there's been some major progress with my build down here in South Brisbane. Makes me super happy to see the tradies getting stuck into it, making it happen, bringing this project to light. Now we're currently about 2.5 months into the construction process so far, with about another 6 weeks to go. So we're looking all up for this project to take roughly around about 4 months, which is really nice to know because I think a lot of people still have some reservations when it comes to building at the moment. Obviously throughout COVID, there was some ridiculous issues with the construction industry, massive increases in tradespeople, massive increases in suppliers, massive delays due to supply chain management and lack of access to good quality tradespeople. But we're in 2025 now, guys. It's 5 years post-COVID basically, and a lot of those issues have been resolved, especially for smaller building companies or building companies that got started post-COVID. So really nice to see that this project start to finish is going to take about 4, maximum 5 months, which obviously means that I don't have to pay those interest repayments for as long without the property having any tenants in it. Now, as we can see, the property is fully enclosed now. We've got all of the external walls up. We've got the roof on now. We've got all of the windows in there. The boys are working away, putting the cladding on today, and we've got the electricians in there fixing out the internals of the property. Now, this is one of the major phases of the journey. Basically, once this fix out stage has finished, which should be within the next week, they're going to be sheeting up the walls internally. We'll get the cabinet makers in there to start building out the kitchen, the bathrooms, etc. We're getting the tilers in there to do what they need to be doing, the waterproofers in there to do what they need to be doing, and that's where we're going to start to really see this project come together, and it's going to turn from what it is right now, a pretty horrible construction site, into something where you can start to really perceive what this thing's going to look like upon completion. But even still, as you can see, it looks a hell of a lot better than last time that we came through, and you can start to see the flow of the property and how it's all going to come together. I'm really happy with the design that we chose and the floor plan that we chose. It seems to be extremely functional. I'm also really grateful that I decided to push up those ceiling heights a little bit bigger as well, because even though it is a smaller property, just a 3-bed, 2-bath, 120 square meter internal floor plan, it obviously makes it feel a little bit bigger with those higher ceilings. But before I leave you guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about the site plan. Now, since last time I came down here, I sat down with the builder and we got our minds working and started to think about, okay, well, how can we create a little bit more of a functional site plan? Because as you can see, as you walk in or you drive in from the street, we've got the carport to the right-hand side, and that carport is going to belong to the rear dwelling, the 3-bed, 2-bath that we're building out the back, which means that we're taking that away from the main dwelling at the moment. So you can see at the front here, we've got plenty of space. And so what we've decided to do is where that portaloo currently is we're going to bring a nice parking slab in there, and we're going to put a double bay carport over the top of that. So there's still got off-street undercover parking, but because it's such a large front yard, we're also going to re-landscape out the front here, and we're going to create a little bit more front yard space, because with that fencing, creating a little bit of privacy, and obviously with that space there, having an entertaining area at the front of the property just to create more privacy and more separation between the two buildings. That seems to be a bit more of a functional approach. And from sitting down with the builders, you know, it was going to cost me roughly an extra $20,000 to $30,000 to put in that extra concrete and to put in the carport, and then a little bit more money on top of the current project to do some more functional landscaping as well. Still tossing up what to do when I finish up the project, whether I'm going to sell it or just keep it, because if I were to rent both of them out, essentially the property is going to be completely positively geared, and because I own this property in a trust, it does definitely help to continue servicing and doing additional projects. But I've got my eyes on some other markets at the moment that I'm really interested in, and after completing this, I'm going to be relatively cash poor but asset rich, and obviously being cash poor means that you generally can't go ahead and go and buy any other assets. So I've seen a little bit of an opportunity down in the Melbourne market for a similar type of project to this. So I'm thinking of maybe offloading this to get something down there. I've had a lot of questions of late about why I'm selling the property and what I'm going to plan to do next. So just thought I'd fill you all in about the plans and the intention from this strategy. Obviously everybody's got their own investment strategy depending on their stage of life. Now we'll come back to a bit of an update later down the line once the fix out phase has completed, and then they're working on the fixtures and fittings internally. So it'll look a hell of a lot different next time. It will be getting really close to completion by the next time that we come down. So can't wait to show it.
G'day guys, my name's Ben and I'm the director here at Pumped on Property, and I just want to say a massive thank you for watching our content today. Now, if you're thinking about buying an investment property in the next 3 to 12 months, then the team and I would love to offer you a one-on-one strategy session. In that session, we can talk about exactly where you are right now, where you'd like to be longer term, and we can deeply educate you on the Australian market. And then you can take that information and go and absolutely smash it on your own, or potentially become one of the small number of clients that we work with each week. To book your session, all you have to do is go to www.pumpedonproperty.com and click that book your free strategy session button. But either way, we wish you all the best on your journey as an investor to financial freedom.